Hello everyone, I'm back, and tonight is the 2017 Emmys, and if you don't know already, I'm a huge award season fan, so I watch all the award shows, and I just wanted to go through the list of some of the big categories for the night, and I'm going to try to predict which nominees will win. Okay, so I'm going to get right to it because there are a lot of categories. And the first one is Outstanding Drama Series. Sorry, I'm looking over here because my computer with all the nominees is on it. The nominees for Outstanding Drama Series are Better Call Saul, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, House of Cards, Stranger Things, This Is Us, and Westworld. Okay, out of this list, I think The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, and Stranger Things might have the best chance of winning, but I'm going to say The Crown is going to win. I've seen all of these shows except for Westworld, and yeah, I think The Crown is going to win. I think it was the most superior to the rest. And I feel bad saying this because little known fact about me, I was on House of Cards a season ago, I think season 4, which was fun. I was just an extra in the background, nothing like big, but it was fun working on that show. But I'm sorry, like, it hasn't been as good as the previous season, so I'm gonna pick The Crown. Outstanding Comedy Series, the nominees are Atlanta, Blackish, Master of None, Modern Family, Silicon Valley, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and Veep. So, out of all of these, I would say Atlanta, Blackish, and maybe Veep have the best chances, but I think Atlanta is going to win. There goes my list. What is my computer doing? Sorry, my computer crashed on that site. So I think for comedy series, even though I don't think it's too much of a comedy, I think Atlanta is going to win. I just think it's probably the best show listed. I really, really like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That's my favorite in the comedy category, but it's not really like an awards kind of show. So I'm going to give it to Atlanta. Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, you have Sterling K. Brown for This Is Us, Anthony Hopkins for Westworld, Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul, Matthew Rhys for The Americans, Liev Schreiber for Ray Donovan, Kevin Spacey for House of Cards, and Milo Ventimiglia, oh my goodness, don't kill me for saying that name wrong, in This Is Us. I really liked This Is Us, but I don't think the two leads are going to win. Even though I think Sterling K. Brown kind of deserves it. I think Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul is going to win the lead actor in a drama series. Okay, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder, Claire Foy for The Crown, Elizabeth Moss for The Handmaid's Tale, Kerry Russell, The Americans, Evan Rachel Wood, Westworld, and Robin Wright for House of Cards. So I think Claire Foy or Elizabeth Moss is going to win. And I'm going to say Claire Foy is going to take it just because I think The Crown was the best new show. I'm sorry if I'm going through this really, really fast. I'm just trying to get through all of it without taking too much time. Okay. Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series, Anthony Anderson for Blackish, Aziz Ansari for Master of None, Zach Galifianakis for Baskets, Donald Glover for Atlanta, William H. Macy, Shameless, and Jeffrey Tambor, Transparent. So Jeffrey Tambor has won, I think, all the past previous Emmys. I'm just thinking, I'm going by memory, which might not be right. I think maybe I think Zach Galifianakis has done really well in Baskets. But I think Donald Glover is going to take it for Atlanta. It seems like the obvious choice. The voters really seem to like Atlanta, and I think he has the best chance of winning for sure. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series, Pamela Adlon for Better Things, Jane Fonda for Grace and Frankie, Allison Janney Mom, Ellie Kemper, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Veep, Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish, and Lily Tomlin, Grace and Frankie. So I love Grace and Frankie. It is my favorite show on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, definitely check it out. It advertises itself as kind of like an older person show, but I promise you anyone would love it. So I think just because I love it so much, I'm gonna have to give it to Lily Tomlin for Grace and Frankie. I just think she gives such a great comedic performance, which is really, really hard to do. And she's a legend. I think she deserves it. That is my pick. Outstanding limited series, Big Little Lies, Fargo, Feud, Betty and Joan, The Night of, and Genius. Now, I've only seen a couple episodes of Fargo, and I watched all of Feud. Genius, I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, so this one I'm not really qualified to give my opinion on, but I'm going to go with Feud, Betty and Joan, because I really enjoyed it, and it was technically the only one I watched all the way through, so I'm going to give it to Feud. Outstanding lead actor in a limited series, Riz Ahmed, The Night of, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock the Lying Detective, Robert De Niro, The Wizard of Lies, Ewan McGregor, Fargo, Jeffrey Rush, Genius, and John Turturro, The Night of. I think it's going to be hard. Ewan McGregor played multiple characters on Fargo this season, which that's hard to do acting-wise. And Jeffrey Rush, I heard, was amazing on Genius. So I feel like it's going to go to Jeffrey Rush for Genius, is my pick. Outstanding lead actress in a limited series, Carrie Coon, Fargo, Felicity Huffman, American Crime, Nicole Kidman, Big Little Lies, Jessica Lange, Feud, Betty and Joan, Susan Sarandon, Feud, Betty and Joan, and Reese Witherspoon, Big Little Lies. Now, I've heard Big Little Lies is really good. Everyone loves that show. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm not qualified to pick. There's a fly in here. I'm not qualified to pick Reese or Nicole, but for some reason I think Jessica Lange is going to win it for Betty and Joan. She was amazing on the show. She is definitely one of the best actresses of our time. I just think she deserves it. And let's see. Alright, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm not really qualified to pick some of the other technical awards, so I am excited to see who is actually going to win and what you guys think about it and who do you guys think is going to win. I am going to do some reactions later today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!